Good morning. Sorry I'm 5 minutes late. My yoga students are a little used to that, unfortunately. I had to use the restroom again because I've been drinking so much of this juice I'm making. So if you can use a juicer and you can juice apples and cucumbers, cabbage, radish, beet, whatever you want to put in there, great. I've been adding cayenne pepper to it as well, which coats the throat in a healing way, an antibacterial way. So yum. I will be selling this stuff soon. Just waiting on a licensed kitchen to be able to work in. I do have my licensed food sanitation manager certification. So I'm licensed to prepare food. I just need a place to prepare it in and a venue that allows people to come even though there's social distancing. I hope you're all doing very well. I'm going to try to do this for 3 different levels of students today. So you'll see there's a chair behind me, and I'm going to try and do like extremely gentle chair option, and then a regular option, and then a more advanced option if you really want to get a good workout. So for example, for the beginning version, you want to be sitting like this, like sitting cross-legged. Like who's comfortable sitting like this? Maybe 20% of us. So for the rest of you, you might want to just sit in a chair. Even those of us that are comfortable sitting like this probably want to get up on a blanket to lift our hips higher than our knees. So I'll do that now. We're cutting off the top of my head a little bit, but that's okay. We're going to start by just centering ourselves. And not only do I do that with the breath, but I also like to sing this little Sanskrit prayer called the Prayer of Harmony, which means may our practice be filled with brilliant light. May this practice be as wonderful as possible for both of us. So I'm going to sing that for you now. Sorry, I don't have a version to show you that you could read along and sing with me, but you're always welcome to sing with me. I'm going to start with just an Om. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahana Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahe Tejasvina Vadhi Tamastu Ma Virvishavahe. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. So now that we're grounded in the spirit, we can get grounded physically as well. Doing some shoulder rolls, maybe working that chin in a little bit. I like to do chin in, tall to the crown of the head. Again, chin in, tuck the head, hang down so that you can breathe into the back of the neck. If you're more comfortable standing, that's fine too. We can do this standing. Breathing into the tight areas, exhale, releasing them. You can roll down. Again, standing, this is lots of fun. You can roll down and get lots of your back stretched out. Even sitting though, I feel like I need to push this away a little bit. You can roll down, you can breathe into the upper back, the middle back. And even if you're in a chair, you can hang all the way down. You can inhale up, opening up. This is like our cat-cow, opening laterally as well as vertically. And you can close, maybe draping yourself heart forward before hanging, stretching out the back. I'm going to demonstrate standing. I'm going to go ahead and take my socks off. When I get on my yoga mat, I like to have my socks off. So, oops, move it to this one, see how that works. All right, so for standing, we would inhale up, exhale, chin in, and tuck and hang, uncurl, or actually curling down, breathing into any tight areas, bending the knees if you're standing to protect that low back, hanging down like a rag doll. Releasing all tension with your breath and your intention. Butt down, belly in, uncurling all the way up. You can bring your hands behind you to support the head while we do, again, chin in, tail down, no arching the low back. Chin in, inhale, opening the heart, opening the back of the neck. And as you exhale, you might want to come back, massage the neck. Back bends are easier when you're inhaling, so keep that tail down as much as you can. Obviously, I struggle with that. Mine wants to arch, but we're going to inhale, opening up. Now, if you're in a chair, this also works. I'm going to bring my chair over behind you. Okay, so in a chair, you can also maybe put a hand behind you. Inhale, opening up, stretching out the front and the side. Oh, really stretch up. The more you clasp your hands, involve your wrists, the more you get out of it. Maybe support your head and just look back. So you've got your back stretched out. You've got your front stretched out. I'm going to move my chair aside. Oh, but before I do, for those of you who are using a chair, you can sit on your hand, chin in, tall to the crown of the head. And you can get a neck stretch that way. Releasing tension. We can do the other one. I'm trying to make this yoga class pretty easy because I'm mostly focused on the relaxation we're going to do at the end of it. And I'd like it to be accessible for everyone. Yoga is for everyone. Yoga is connection. Yoga means to yoke. So we are going to connect you to your body today. We're going to connect your mind, body, and spirit. Also, you're connecting with others because we're doing this live around the world. So you're connecting with yourself, connecting with God if you believe in that, connecting with the universe and all the others that are doing this yoga practice with you. So I'm not streaming this way because all this glare coming through the window, but I want to show you can use a wall or anything you have, like a door frame at home, and you can stretch open your shoulder. Boy, I've got lots of curve in my low back today, huh? Haven't been doing much yoga lately. All right, but we're going to stretch open our shoulders. So please grab a wall or a door frame or something. Sorry about that glare. There we go. It's a little better. And stretch open your pec minor. You can also use massage. You can stretch your pec major, your pec minor. We want that open because when we're sitting, we get this kind of posture. And when we're laying, like if you just got up, you were sleeping on your side, it's rounding your shoulder in. So we're going to open that up. You can also do up and down, although you might find some really tight spots if you go up. You might have to back off a little bit. You want to breathe diaphragmatically. Send that breath down. Exhale, releasing tension. Again, inhale, open, stretch. Exhale, releasing tension all the way down. We'll do the other side. I don't know how you're going to see me if I do the other side. Wow, that's a lot of glare. Okay, so again, you just reach out here and you can stretch the pec minor. Breathe into it. Exhale, releasing tension. Self-massage helps as well. You can massage wherever it's tight, around your shoulders and the back and the front. Just going to use something here to help you stretch out. Keep that diaphragmatic breath going, inhaling. If you don't know what I'm talking about, diaphragmatic breathing, just try to breathe into your belly. Breathing down low. And then as you exhale, releasing tension, releasing the arm back down. Again, inhaling, open. Wow, that's tight. And then exhale, releasing tension. One more time, maybe inhaling and exhale. Make sure you can release all the tension that you created with your stretching. Feeling a little better. So you can inhale, send that diaphragm down. exhale, release. There's another exercise I want to show you using a door frame. You can bring your elbow up, and the same leg is going to come behind you like this. So you're stretching this whole side of the body really nicely. I've got my hand on my shoulder blade, stretching out the tricep. Inhale, exhale, and I'm going to reach through here and pull at my lat. So if you can feel your rib cage, bottom of your rib cage, stretch that out. Just gently massaging that, opening that up. Wow, that feels good. If you're getting tired, you can always sit down in the chair again. I'll do this side. So again, it's elbow up. Sorry about that glare. Elbow up, hand behind your shoulder. The toes are going to point and go this way to stretch out this whole side of the body. So you'll see you can't see my toes, but it's like that. Thanks for bearing with this poor videography. I need to start paying someone, but I'm not making any money, so paying someone is rough. You can send those donations via PayPal, loriflowerpower@gmail.com. So elbow up, hand down, and if you like practicing, it's called cow's face or face of light. This is a terrific way to reach that other arm back. Maybe you can clasp your hands. If not, remember this is also beginner yoga. Just enjoy. Maybe you can put your hand on the back of your shoulder, massage that, stretching out the other side. And then remember, we want to reach through. If we're stretching out our lats, which go across our back, we want to kind of round our back to increase that stretch. And we're going to reach over and pull gently at the muscles surrounding the rib cage, latissimus dorsi. Gonna massage that, stretch it out, use your breath. Okay. Deep breath, relax, release. Very good. Okay. So, we could be done with the wall for right now. I'm kind of tempted to show you something else, but it's not very beginnerish. It's great for those of us who have tight quads and hip flexors. So if you have been sitting at a desk too much, there's a couple things you need. You need to get those shoulders back like we've been working on because you've been all like this. And you need to get that chin in because your head's been out. So we're going to start with that chin in. Get that chin in. And then maybe we'll do some neck circles. Oh, you hear any snap, crackle, popping? You're going to lengthen through the crown of your head and just gently draw circles on the ceiling with your imaginary laser beam or paintbrush. Going in one direction and then the other. You can pause at any time, do some shoulder rolls. Keep getting that chin a little further back in, reaching. You could pause and just breathe into any part that's tight. I hope this practice is helping heal you. I hope you're healing right now from all your stress and your body tension. Get some elbows and some hands worked out. Maybe you want to stretch your hands like this. Maybe you want to stretch them like this. We should do that probably more even at the end of practice after we've been on our hands. But let's go next. We're going, just so we don't forget anything, we're moving from the top of the head down. So we've got the neck, we've got the shoulders. Let's do a gentle twist. Bending the knees a little, keep that tail down, keep that arch out of your low back, especially if you're me, right? You're going to lengthen through the spine and allow a twist. Notice my hips are staying forward because we don't want to put sideways pressure on the knee. You just want to open up. You can close your eyes, picture lengthening through the top of your head, as well as through your tail, stretching out your spine. Visualize your vertebrae moving freely side to side as you gently twist. And again, you can do this in a chair. You just can't swing as much. Okay, our spines are doing pretty good now. So a gentle hip flexor stretch is just to put the toe behind us. You can just put the toe back here and stretch the hip flexor, right? That works. If you're more advanced, you can grab the foot, massage the foot. Maybe you have a wall or something you can lean on to do this if you're just a little shaky on the balance. But with the foot back, with the foot down, you still get a hip flexor stretch here. I know it's weird that I'm headless, but there you go. I just want to show you, you can have the foot back like this. And in fact, we can be in Warrior One. So this is kind of what I was thinking in terms of making this class accessible for everyone. If you have a chair that doesn't have arms on it, so it doesn't get in your way, it's a little bit better. Then when you're bringing your arms up and down, it's not hitting the sides. So that can be your chair yoga chair. Everything we're doing, you could have a chair underneath you. I've got a better chair I could kind of show you. But it's in my office. I didn't get it. But I could be sitting on a chair right now, and I could be stretching out my hip flexor. That's what I want us to do right now, is just stretch out that hip flexor. Now, especially for my students who are watching at home who are more advanced and have done this before, this might be a great time to do that. We call it the King Arthur stretch. I'm going to show you guys. So everybody just work on stretching out your hip flexors the best you can. You know, if you're sitting, you can just bring that leg back. If you're standing, you can do this with both feet. Let's see here. This will work. For the more fit individuals who are humoring me, watching my yoga class today and wanting to get something out of it, something we do in class for a more intense quad and hip flexor stretch is we'll use a blanket to make sure our knee is really safe. And we'll put our knee against the wall, and we'll use blocks like this. So you can do this at home. You get a really good stretch here, especially if you press against the beam or the wall, whatever you have here. So I'm going to inhale up. I'm going to exhale. I'm going to press against the wall, releasing tension. Using my breath to stretch, press, release. Now, you can also get your one foot up. And notice I've got a blanket here. If you were to move the blanket in a way so it allows you to have a little bit more room, you can get your foot flat on the floor. That may work for you guys. It didn't work for me in the beginning, quite honestly. I stayed with the first version I was showing you for a while. But now I can come up like this. So you can picture if you have something soft to put your knee on, you could do this on a yoga mat without the wall. This is kind of like our beginning warm-up stretch as it is, but the wall gives you something to press against, which really helps stretch your quad and your hip flexor. So wherever you're at, go ahead and stretch your quad and your hip flexor now. Okay. I'm just a little headless. All right, that should work. Another way to just gently stretch the hip flexor would be to do these barrel rolls. We do little circles. And you can put your hand on your low back if your low back gets pinchy at all. can put your knees together. And there's this funny one I'll do where I kind of bend my knees and put my hips to one side and I'm stretching out the other side. So you can do that. Shift to this side. All right, so we've got the hips completely stretched out now, right? We're going to stretch the feet. So what I'm doing with my feet here is I'm getting the top, getting the bottom, and I'm going to rock it front and back, side to side. Okay. So it's important that we have nice stretched out feet. And you know what I was thinking about in terms of those people who I said who are more advanced, who want to practice with us but might get bored? We're about to go into some warrior moves. And really that whole neck series we did, which we didn't do much of it, but if you were standing in warrior one, and the top half of you is in mountain, you could be doing your arm stretches, you could be doing your neck stretches from warrior one, or from standing, or from sitting. There's so many options. I'll lead everybody right now in like a gentle warrior one warm up. So we're going to start feet hip distance apart actually, and we're going to bring our arms down. We're going to inhale, sending your diaphragm down. Try to breathe as low as you can into your body. Exhale, letting that diaphragm float up. Again, you're going to inhale, stretching open. I need a drink. Hold on. You keep doing it. Actually, I'm going to take a drink, but you can keep breathing. Okay. Yes, that's right. I could possibly have the corona, but not to worry. It's just a flu. So just treat it like a flu. Okay. So what we're going to do is send our diaphragms down on our inhales. And on our exhales, let them float back up. So it's big belly breathing down low, stretching out your chi ball. Exhale, releasing tension, coming back to the center. So you're energetically stretching out, even through your toes are stretching. And then exhale, you're coming back to center, bringing your ball back into yourself. Your pelvic floor can open up, sending your diaphragm down, pelvic floor down, everything stretches out. And then exhale, everything floats back in and up, centering yourself, growing taller as there's this upward movement from your pelvic floor through your abdominals up through the crown of your head. So inhaling at your own pace, you'll stretch open, and exhaling, you'll close. Inhale, open, and exhale, draw in and up. Pelvic floor, abdominals, through the crown of the head. All right, that's a good way to center. Again, I hope that you've been comfortable sitting, doing that if you want to. I really should get this other chair. I'll be right back. Aha, I have the chair now. So, sorry I'm so far away. It's the only way that we can get all of me in the picture. But what we're about to do is just step backwards into our warrior one. And if you're using a chair, see how with a chair like this, that works. You can have the top of the foot down. If you're really enjoying stretching that hip flexor, you can have it the heel up, whichever feels good for you. Try that. So everybody step back into a warrior one. Inhale that same kind of breathing. We're going to do some Karate Kid arms. Exhaling to the center. Inhale, open up. Exhale, drawing back in. Inhale, maybe tail down, slight back bend. Opening up. Exhale, back to center. Now, for those of us who like to fly, who like to do our balance pose here, if you're in the chair, I suppose you could maybe lean forward and try and lift that toe up, strengthening yourself in that way. If you don't have the chair, let me get rid of the chair for a moment. If you don't have the chair, you're going to come up like this, maybe just on one toe. Notice I'm trying to point my knee down, so you can play with it. See how the knee can go like this? You'll notice where you're tight, whether it's the inside or outside of the thigh. When you want to lift up, if your toes want to go out, then you're tighter on that side. Try to keep the toes pointed down, but you can point the toes, you can lift the leg, you can put it back down, no worries. My balance is coming from the fact that all my muscles are connected and engaged. So I'm not just hanging out. I'm inhale, stretching, being very taut. Exhale, pulling the belly in, lifting up as well. So let's try that again. Inhale, stretch. And exhale, we'll come back. So we're going to do the other side now. Inhale up. Exhale, lifting the knee. Step the other foot back. Now again, on your chair, you know how to do that. You're just going to rotate over to the other side, right? And you can put that top of the foot down if you like that, and you can play from there. You can lean forward. You can do whatever you like. For those of us not using a chair, I'm going to find a good placement. Remember how we rock the feet back and forth, side to side. And good stable posture here. Belly in, inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling. For my very advanced students, if you want to be up on the ball of your foot, you're getting more of a challenge, right? And when we go into that gentle balance that I had just demonstrated, if you're more advanced, maybe you're going into Warrior 3. I will try to demonstrate that now. Exhaling, centering, shifting my weight onto my right foot. Warrior 3. Inhale, I like to open a airplane, maybe a rocket person with my shoulders back. Again, I'm actually going to clasp my hands behind me, keeping my knee pointed down or falling out of it. Keeping the knee pointed down. If you fall, just get back up, belly in, breathing, stretching, and exhaling. Okay, again, inhale, stretch. Exhale. Let's go ahead and come all the way down. I'm going to be about right here. All right, so inhale up. Exhale, hinging at the hips, coming all the way down. If you've got blocks and you want to use them, great, that's fine. You can use them. Coming down, coming partway up, putting the hands down. Let's come all the way down. I wonder how this is going to work. Okay, so you're going to be in plank, and then you're going to lower down to a cobra. And with your tail tucked while looking up, maybe I can show you some things. All right, so you can come back on your knees too. So I'd asked you to do a cobra, and if you knew what that was, then you ended up doing something like this, right? You can be on your elbows, shoulders back and down, heart pressing forward where the shoulders are pressing back. But let's go ahead and do a child's pose. Stay in child's pose as long as you like. And then if you can, sit up. And if you have trouble with child's pose or sitting on your knees, maybe take that blanket and put it here. That will help you. Also, some people like to use a block. You can sit on the block. We're going to look at something. So, for those of you kind of new to my system of doing things, vinyasa means flow series. And more specifically for yoga classes, it generally means how you get from plank, if you even do plank, to standing. The most gentle version is to not even do plank, to just kind of have your knees down when other people are in plank. And you can also, like, as this shows, you can step back, you can hop back, and then once you get to plank, we've got different cobras we're going to get into. Let me see if you can see these. This is a nice low cobra. This is fine. Now, for those of you in the chair, if you don't want to come down, just kind of do this with your body, getting that nice open stretch. This is knees, chest, and chin, and then going to a higher cobra. This is that one with the elbows down, right? You can come up and have your arms forward. That's seal. You can even chaturanga down where you never touch the ground. You go from plank to chaturanga to up dog. Legs aren't even touching the ground, right? And then you can go straight to down dog. Some people don't even like down dog. The most gentle version doesn't even do down dog. It goes to child's pose instead. And then you can go from child's pose, you can do like table. I've got stuff in my way now. Move that over. Okay, so if I've got table, I can just come up to standing like this, right? Whereas some people are going to hop from down dog up to standing. That is our vinyasa, our flow series. And in sun salutations, different versions, they almost all will have you eventually go from something like a cobra to a down dog to a standing, and you can vary that. So I will demonstrate the most gentle version, and my more advanced students know what to do. We're going to come back to our cobra. I'm going to get my hair out of my way so you can see my shoulders a little better. All right, so elbows down, shoulders back, chin in, heart forward, tail tucked. Breathe. Again, tail down. You're going to stretch out through that whole front of your spine, maybe even pressing up a little open. As much as it feels good, smile, and then we're going to come down. My students love grasshopper, so pelvic floor in, we're going to flex the feet, lift them up. We're going to lift the elbows. We're going to lengthen the neck and shake out any tension in the neck. Inhale everything else up higher. Exhale, going down. This is hard if you've been drinking a lot of juice like I have and you have to go to the bathroom. Go ahead and go. You're in your living room. You can just put me in pause, right? Come back. We're going to keep lifting up if we can. Strengthening those bladders. Trying to bring the elbows in and up, the legs in and up. And then we're going to push up. If you can push up to plank. If you need to just go back to child's pose again, you can do that. I will demonstrate that one. We're going to down dog. So get to down dog if you can. You can always come back to child's pose. You might want to shift your hips from side to side. You might want to walk your dog. I'll kind of demonstrate that for you. Chair. For my chair people, I don't know. I guess if you're bored, I'm sorry. How do we do down dog? You can just remember in the beginning when we would like hang down, you can be massaging your face, getting a nice, neck. There's lots of different neck stretches we didn't do. Lots of things that you can do. So where was I? It's in down dog. You can be walking the dog. I like to bend opposite elbow and knee at the same time. So mine's going to look kind of like this. Warming up the dog, stretching back. Stretching back, bending those knees, looking up at the hands. Thinking about maybe hopping up. The lengthen, you can always come down if you get tired, right? You can always just step 1 foot at a time back up to standing. That would look like this, right? You just gently get yourself back up. But for some of us, we like to hop. So we look up and we just bring our butt up and our feet will follow. Okay. Then we lengthen out, long from the tail through the crown. Hanging down. butt down, belly in as we uncurl all the way up. All right. I tell you what, I would love to do some more sun salutations. I'm not sure what all everybody else would like to do. If you need to take a potty break, which I feel like I kind of do, you can do that now. I would like to, when I come back, demonstrate a sun salutation using the chair, and my more regular students know what to do. So I apologize for the short delay while I go get rid of the juice. Be right back. Okay, so if you're still watching, you're fabulous, very patient. We're going to do one more sun salutation. This one will be a warrior sun salutation with warrior 2, warrior or side angle, reverse warrior. But I'm going to demonstrate from a chair. So the bulk of people that don't need a chair are going to come up and come down and come back through a warrior 1 to a warrior 2. My chair people are going to come up and down, turn to the side. This was our warrior 1, right? You can use your chair back if you want to. Inhale up, maybe a nice back bend, really enjoying that stretch. Tail down, of course, if you do any back bend. Then we're going to turn our hips to the side. Warrior 2 is like this. I'm going to come off the chair a little bit. Warrior 2 has, it's not really showing you. Okay, warrior 2 has your front knee and toes going forward. Oh, I'm headless again. It's so sad. I think I'm going to start paying my daughter to record me. It was her birthday yesterday. She's got a sleepover right now. She's got a friend over. But next time I'm going to just pay her to take care of this. All right, so front toes face front. These toes are in just a little bit, and we inhale up. Hips are to the side, right? Inhaling up, exhale, sinking down. Chin in, tall to the crown of the head. We're going to turn and look over our hand. Breathe deeply. Exhale, releasing tension. And then we're going to do a side stretch. Notice you can do this from a chair. You can come on your forearm or on your hand, lengthening, turning towards the ceiling, enjoying that stretch. This is good for sciatica, and if you get sciatic nerve issues. And if you've got a block, maybe you want to bring your hand onto it and have your elbow in front of your knee. There's ways you can get a nice inner thigh opener. Or you can experiment with other things to get that same stretch. Inhaling nice and long through both sides of your torso because you're turning and looking up at the ceiling. It's a spinal twist. Breathing deeply and just being still for a few moments. If you need to come up higher, you can bring your hand behind you. Do anything you can so that you can find some place where you can breathe with comfort for a few moments. Getting deeper into the pose, deeper into yourself. And you're going to come down and use the block. We're going to do a little twist here. So notice I can still be on my chair. If you have a block at home or something you can use as a block, you can lengthen through both sides of your spine and you can twist the other direction. Lengthening, twisting. And then we're going to come back to our vinyasa we talked about. So we step our foot back to plank and we come down to some kind of cobra, opening up. Now, if I'm in a chair, I guess I never really thought about this. How would I do that in a chair? I guess I would just come up. And I would just go back to lengthening out, hanging down. And the cobra, what you're wanting to get at a cobra or something like cat-cow is just the spinal stretch. You're wanting to open up. So this would be a chair version of cobra. Chin in, heart open, elbows back. And you can enjoy stretching up. You can support your head weight. But cobra is just a back bend. So you can get that laying on the floor, you can get that sitting in a chair, you can get that standing up. And then countering that, we're going to stretch like this. So if you're in child's pose, after a cobra, you're getting that stretch like this. If you're in a chair, you can still get a very similar stretch. And then you do your down dog and back up to sitting. We're going to do that, did I say sitting? Down dog and up to standing. All right, this is harder than I thought it would be, but I'd really like to be able to teach classes for all levels so that all these people can be together. So you and your grandma, and your aunt can all, and boys too, and your uncle, everybody can be in the same class doing yoga together. One day that would be great. As we prepare to move to the other side, you're either coming up to standing and you are stepping back, or you are on your chair and you are getting that nice stretch there. And then maybe inhaling up, exhaling, coming to the side. So we do, I didn't do a reverse warrior on the other side, but reverse warrior from sitting would just be like this. You would inhale this arm up, and you would exhale over. It's a side bend here and squeezing here. Warrior 2, chin in, top of the crown of head, turning and looking over your hand. And maybe this is great for our current situation, is that when you look out in your warrior 2, notice that there's really nothing coming at you. Right now in your space, in your home, wherever you're at, you're safe. You're fine. So you can put your hand on your heart, be grateful for that. You can do a reverse warrior or a peaceful warrior. And then our side angle stretch. I'm going to put just a hand there. That looks like better. Stretching out that sciatic nerve, stretching out through both sides of the torso, not a side bend. You can put the hand behind you, you can look up, you can come down using a block. Getting that nice inner thigh stretch by pressing open. Lengthening, looking up. Releasing tension. Breathing, deepening your spirit into the pose. The And then remember, we lengthen out. Now, if you're not on a chair, this is easier. You can use a block or not. You can put your knee down or not. Lots of ways to enjoy this particular twist. On the chair, though, it's still possible. Just lengthening through the spine and twisting in the opposite direction. You know what I think would feel good right now? It would be a nice lizard. So we're just going to do that, even though it wasn't planned. So you bring your arm inside your leg if you are down here, and you can just kind of rock back and forth a little bit. Inhale, exhale, rocking back. Another alternative to this is to simply use the blocks. Enjoy that hip flexor stretch again, so important. Make sure you're releasing tension. And then forward, you can reach the heart up over the toes and lean. And you could do this with a chair too, right? I just did it like a few minutes ago. Just be sure you release the tension. You can point the toes, do toe circles. We're going to do a yoga push-up real quick. Inhale nice and long. You can put your knees down if you need to. Make sure you're forward enough so that your hands aren't in front of your shoulders. They're actually behind them. Notice my fingertips should be right about where my shoulders are visually here. Something like this. Inhale nice and long. Exhale, elbows stay close to you as you lower down. Inhaling up. Exhaling, lowering down. One more time. Inhale. I'm going to exhale all the way down this time. Inhale up. I could have pushed off with my toes. I'm going to try that again. I think that's more fun. That's why we do the knees, chest, and chin, as we can use those toes to push up a little higher. Opening, tail down, heart open, chin in. Maybe tuck the chin, hang the head, get more of a stretch back here if you want it. Definitely winding down. Child's pose. Probably can't see me at all. I don't know, I can't see you. Child's pose. And then we're going to do the other side just for balance here. So I was doing lizard, where I take my hand inside and then out. And I like to kind of rock forward and back with that. Oh, that feels good, rocking back here for me. So you can rock back and forth from that if that feels good. If that's not for you, hopefully you have blocks. If you don't have blocks, you can still do this kind of stretch here. You can do this without blocks. It's just not as comfortable. Nice runner stretch. Even from the chair, once again, releasing that hamstring. Okay, so we are really winding down now. Hopefully you weren't looking forward to lots and lots of balance poses because we didn't get those in today. I'm shortening the practice. Normally we could, but I'm shortening the practice so that we can do a longer guided relaxation, guided meditation. Because I think that's a little bit more important for some of us. But it's still good to get a good workout, because the harder you work out, like if I just got you tired, I think the easier it's going to be for you to relax. So we have stretched our back. We have stretched our front. We've stretched side to side. We have twisted, but I still want to do a little bit more reclining version of a twist. So we're going to inhale up, exhale, tuck the chin and roll on down, and then stretch out. You can clasp your hands if you want to. You can point your toes. You can hug your knees. You can do ankle circles. Just feel good. It's your practice. It's your living room, right? And you might want to get a strap or a tie or something like that. I'm going to show you. This works, What we're going to do works even if you don't have a strap. But if you do have a strap, you want to start with your left foot. You want to put the strap around the ball of the foot. For my chair people, I don't know. I think you should lay down with us. It's not too strenuous as long as you have somebody to help you get back up. Inhaling, toes towards the nose. Exhale, releasing tension. Once you've released tension, you can go out to the side. Again, now you've got tension here. You inhale into it. Exhale, releasing tension. And then you can bring your leg around and down. You can do little circles if you want to. I mean, literally, they can be little or they can be big. The focus is on releasing any tension in your leg. And you can do this without a strap. It's just better and easier with a strap or a tie. A towel would probably work in a pinch. If you have a nice hand towel, maybe you could, I think you'd want a longer towel, like a beach towel, but whatever. Be innovative. Releasing that tension more and more, like peeling layers of the onion. Every time around, releasing more tension. And now for my favorite, the recline twist. So for the twist, we probably want to lengthen this other leg, and we're going to want to go over. And you're going to switch hands. And I just put the pointer finger in. I'm going to switch hands and lengthen through the spine so that you could do a full twist. So ideally, it looks something like this. Notice my legs actually come down a bit in order to touch the ground, lengthening and down. Some people aren't as comfortable doing this, and their arms hanging up in the air, their legs hanging up in the air. So that's why it's good to have that blanket around. You've got options. You can either put the blanket under your arm so that it's not hanging out in the air. You can alternatively put something underneath this knee. So this other leg can be straight or bent. And if you have a prop like this, you could maybe put the knee up on that prop, and that'll help you get the arm down. You can use this hand to hold that knee down, lengthening through the spine, enjoying the full twist. If you don't really like this twist and you need a more of a prop, you don't have a blanket, this twist also works, and then your lower leg becomes the blanket. It becomes the prop. It's another option. Lengthening, releasing. If you want more power yoga, I like to fly on Fridays, so tomorrow will be flying yoga, flying Friday yoga. We'll do more of an intermediate workout. Thursdays is our relaxation day, so I tried to make this one more gentle. You can hug your knees when you're done with one side and make sure you stretch out your spine again. And then we'll do the other side with the strap. Put the strap around the ball of the foot, not the arch of the foot, and I put just the pointer finger in between the strap, and that way I can leverage it to where I pull the outside of my foot so that I'm not letting my ankle roll. If you know what I mean, I want the outside of the foot to be as close to me as the inside of the foot. Inhaling. Over to the side. If you've got any of this nasal drainage stuff, you've got to clear that. You don't want to swallow it if possible. You want to get that out. And if you need to sleep slightly inclined with a vaporizer, that's fine. Just don't be scared, because a flu is usually just a flu. It's a small amount of people that end up hospitalized because of a flu. So if you're not the type of person that would be normally hospitalized by a flu, You're not going to be hospitalized most likely by this flu, especially if you stay calm and do the right things for yourself. So stay calm and nurture yourself. Release all tension. Maybe one more time. See if you can really release. Like if you're using a strap or a beach towel or whatever, see if you can completely release that leg. No tension whatsoever. And then you're ready to do the twist. So again, I'm going to switch hands, lengthen through my spine. I'm going to lengthen this leg and twist over. You don't have to lengthen this leg. If you were one of the ones that liked it better to twist like this, you can. Like this is probably the simple version of the twist, using the left hand on the outside of the right knee, lengthening through, looking over. That feels pretty good too. I don't know if it feels as good, so I want to do the full, this version, but that's me. You do what's right for you. I do like to have something under my knee. These twists are good for your intestinal organs. You're wringing things out. This is cleansing and detoxifying, as well as peaceful. I'm going over a little bit. I told a lot of people I'd start the Yoga Nidra relaxation at 10. We will start it shortly. But for those of us who have been enjoying our workout, we're going to enjoy just a little bit more. Those of us who are just joining, you can join us on the floor. I'm going to bring the knees up and see if you could grab the feet. You can grab the feet. You can massage the toes, massage the feet. There's something called Happy Baby. It looks like this. Imagine you're a happy baby in a crib, just playing with your feet, rocking from side to side. Happy baby doesn't work for you. Maybe you prefer to just do a butterfly stretch. Anything you can get here to be opening up those hips. I'll take another drink of my drink. I love this because it tastes good. It's mostly apple, some cucumber, and then the cayenne pepper helps coat my throat with something that's helping with all the sinus drainage. I think I want to gargle with some salt water again too. That's always good. Anyway, we were here in Happy Baby, and we're going to release our feet down wide. And you can gently bring one knee in at a time. Keep the low back nice and flat. No arch in the low back, but you can get a nice internal hip rotation. Breathing deeply, releasing tension. If it's too much, maybe back off a little bit and just do both knees together. If you like doing each knee individually, it feels so good for me. Hopefully it feels really good for you too. Now in the studio, we use lots of bolsters and things. It's nice to have a blanket that you can fold up like this. It's very useful. So when it's folded like this, you can sit on it. When it's folded like this, you can put it under your back. And if you lay down with this underneath you, it's soft, and then your arms can open up more, getting a little bit more open here. I'm going to do a bridge here on the blanket. The focus with the bridge, I'll bring you a little closer to me. Okay. Focus with the bridge is the pelvic tilt. So I'm going to tilt my pelvis like this, and you're going to want to lift up, keep your nose towards the ceiling as much as possible, lifting up. It's also kind of nice to let your head have this extra space if it falls off the blanket. What you don't want is pressure on your neck as you're lifting up. You want to keep that tilt, lengthening, keeping that tilt as you come down one vertebrae at a time. You can inhale, let yourself arch a little bit, and then exhale, push that arch out, lengthening. And eventually, maybe you want to press up a little higher up on your arms, again, keeping the nose towards the ceiling. If even that isn't quite as much as you want, you can bring your heels a little closer. You can go up into full wheel, but if full wheel's not for you, no worries. Even in full wheel, you're focusing on that tilt. And then when you come back down, you can maybe do a fish, just bringing your arms underneath your butt, extending your feet. Inhale, and then press up with your heart. Exhale, coming back down. It helps open up your back. Another thing you can do to get set up for Shavasana, final relaxation, is that you can use your feet to push yourself this way. It'll slide your shoulder blades down your back. But then you want to get the arch out of your low back, so you'll lift up, lengthen, set yourself back down. So this would be a good position for final relaxation. So if you're here, I'm going to lead you through a systematic relaxation, and you're all set. If you need to get situated a little bit differently, I would love for you guys to do some inversion, where you get the blood flowing back to your head a little bit. So some of us do. Yeah, I did not do anything with my hair today, so I want to put my hat back on. There we go. We did not do any legs up the wall, anything like that. If you've been using this chair, you might want to enjoy putting the legs up the chair. So you would get your butt up to the base of the chair, and you would rotate so that your legs are up. Be a little bit of an inversion. Get your blood flowing, your lymph flowing back from your feet to your heart. Maybe hang out here for a while. So I'm going to start helping you relax. And how you relax in your yoga nidra is up to you. Most of the time people just lay in Shavasana, which is this pose where you're laying down, like this, like we got in earlier. Sometimes people want to have their legs up for a period of time, or recline in some other way. So recline however is comfortable for you. And I'm going to sit because I'll be leading the relaxation practice. But you lay down comfortably. Maybe you have your legs up on a chair or up a wall. Be sure to have a blanket because you're probably going to get cold. your body's warm now because it's been getting exercise, but when you're not getting exercise anymore, it's going to cool down. I have these nice little eye pillows you can use. They smell like lavender. Um, there's carry-out food going on downstairs. If you need carry-out yoga equipment, I'm thinking if you want to buy an eye pillow so that you can cover your eyes and relax, or a yoga mat or blocks or anything, just let me know. Get yourself situated, get yourself warm, and then begin to relax. Start at the top of the head, relaxing the scalp. You can do the sitting too. You can actually do a whole yoga nidra practice sitting. So if you want to sit with me, that's fine as well. I think I'm going to get another blanket, actually. Nice thing about doing yoga nidra sitting is that you don't fall asleep. But, yeah, that should be good. Okay, so for the relaxation part, you're going to get comfortable so that you don't have to move anymore. So whatever adjustments you need to make so that you don't move for at least 20 minutes, go ahead and make those now. And then let's set an intention for today's practice. In Yoga Nidra sometimes is called Sankalpa. And your intention could be something like, I am confident. Or it could be something like, I am well. My lungs are healthy. It could be, I am forgiving. Or I am strong. I am centered. Pick something that means something to you. And close your eyes and breathe that statement into yourself at least 3 times. Maybe this is time for a good review on how to breathe. So I don't know if you can see my belly, but when I'm breathing, I'm inhaling and then exhaling. And I can hear that. If you want to try fogging up a mirror, pretending your hand is the mirror, inhaling and then exhaling, making that ha sound with your mouth closed. And it's not exactly the right way to do it, but it gives you an idea of what it's like to let yourself just exhale deeply, so you can hear it. Inhaling, exhaling. So again, repeat your sankalpa and then bring it into you. Great. Keep breathing. We're going to relax the top of the head, the scalp, all the contents inside, relaxing the brain. We're not thinking about anything right now, no analyzing, just observing. So we can rest the brain, rest the eyes, rest the eyelashes, the eyelids, rest the eyeballs and the eye sockets, rest the sinuses. If you need to massage them a little bit, you can as we settle down. Pressing any mucus through, cleansing yourself out. Maybe the massage just helps your forehead relax. You do lots of massage here. Massage the scalp, the ears. Oh my gosh, there's so much going on with the ears. You could spend quite a long time there. Massaging the neck, shoulders. Go wherever you want with that. Relaxing the ears, relaxing the jaw, relaxing the tongue, relaxing the throat. Hold on a second. You keep relaxing. I'm going to get some water. Okay, sorry about that. Just had to blow my nose. Okay. So, where were we? We relaxed the whole face. We relaxed the neck. We relaxed the shoulders. We know everything's going to be okay. Even though Lori has a sinus infection, just a little bit, she's going to be just fine. Relaxing the heart, front and back. Relaxing the arms, elbows, lower arms, wrists. Relax the hands. Relax the fingers and the fingertips. Inhale all the way down to your fingers. Diaphragm goes down. Energetically, you stretch out. And exhale back up to the top of the head. Relax once again down your face, neck, shoulders. Relax. Through your heart center, down to your belly. Watch it rise and fall. Inflate and deflate with your breath. Relax your hips and butt, noticing that when your pelvic floor and your butt is relaxed, somehow the breath comes easier. Breathing diaphragmatically, setting that diaphragm down, relaxing and stretching through the legs with your breath. Releasing the thighs, the knees, the hamstrings, shins and calves. Relaxing the ankles, relaxing the feet, tops and bottoms of the feet, the bony parts and the fleshy parts, all relax. Breathing deeply through your whole body. Relaxing more deeply with each exhale. Stretching through energetically with each inhale. This is so important, people. Because you're breathing in more than just oxygen. You're breathing in prana, life force energy. You need to loosen up, relax, release restrictions, and let that prana flow through your whole body so it can heal, restore, rejuvenate. You can do this sitting, standing, laying down, wherever you're at, breathing through your whole body. And letting go. Whatever you're doing, do it with less effort. If you're laying down, you don't need any muscles at all to support you. Let the ground support you. If you're sitting up or standing, notice that you really need far less energy than you probably put into standing or sitting up. If you want more energy, practice is simple. It's just like money. You have to bring in more, let out less. So bring in this prana, this life force energy, this oxygen. Bring it in. Totally in, no restrictions. Cleanse on your exhales. And then release any extra tension, any additional tension you really don't need. Any muscles that have been gripping, let them go. Spend less energy. When you don't use up the energy being tense, you have more to heal, more to laugh, more to love. Keep relaxing, peeling layers of the onion, letting go deeper and deeper. Using less and less energy to simply be. Letting more and more love and light come into your system. Now I'm going to read through different parts of the body, and as I read through them, you're just going to focus on them as an internal witness. You're going to visualize them if you can. You might repeat after me and say that word. So if I say left thumb, you might visualize your left thumb, say left thumb. You might even feel your left thumb. I'm going to go pretty quickly. So if you don't have time to do all of that, that's okay. Just continue to be the internal witness, observing different parts of yourself. This is part of a systematic relaxation. Keep yourself alert, but do not concentrate too intensely. Just become aware of the right hand thumb, second finger, third finger, that's your middle finger, fourth finger, that's your ring finger, fifth finger, that's your pinky. Now the palm of your hand. Become aware of your palm, the back of the hand, the wrist, the lower arm, the elbow, the upper arm, the shoulder, the right armpit, the right waist, the right hip, the right thigh, the right kneecap, the right calf muscle, the ankle, the heel, the sole of the right foot, the top of the foot, the big toe, the second toe, the third toe, the fourth toe, the fifth toe. Become aware of the left hand thumb, second finger, stay with me, third, that's your middle finger. You don't need to give me the middle finger. Fourth, that's your ring finger. Focus on your pinky, the palm of the hand, the back of the hand, the wrist. Focus on the lower arm, the elbow, the upper arm, the shoulder, the left armpit, the left waist, the left hip, the left thigh, the left kneecap, calf muscle, ankle, heel, the sole of the left foot, the top of the foot, big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe. Now to the back. Bring your awareness to the right shoulder blade, the left shoulder blade. Now the right buttock, the left buttock, and the spine, the whole back together. Become aware of your entire back, shoulders, spine, and buttock. Buttocks, plural. Stay with me. We're going to the top of the head. Simply observe the top of the head as your inner witness. And now the forehead, both sides of the head. Now just the right eyebrow. Now just the left eyebrow. And the space between the eyebrows. The right eyelid, the left eyelid, the right eye, the left eye, the right ear, the left ear, the right cheek, the left cheek, the nose, the tip of the nose, the upper lip, the lower lip, the chin, the throat, the right chest, the left chest, the middle of the chest, the navel. That's your belly. Now focus on the abdomen. If you missed any of that, we went through the throat, the right chest, the left chest, the middle of the chest, the navel, the belly, the abdomen. And now focus your attention as the inner observer on the whole of the right leg, the entire left leg now. Before both legs together, observe both legs together. Stay with the practice. It'll help you relax. It'll help you heal. Observe with your internal awareness the whole of the right arm, the whole of the left arm. You can do it. Both arms together. The whole back, buttocks, spine, shoulder blades, plus the whole of the front, abdomen, chest, the whole of the back and front together. The whole of the head, the whole body together. So you've got your legs in your mind, your torso, your arms, your head, the whole body together. Embody your entire body with your presence, with your awareness. Please do not sleep. Total awareness, no sleeping, and if possible, no movement. If not already laying on the floor, maybe you want to start laying on the floor so that you can relax without moving, letting your body sleep. There's jokes on the internet right now about how our grandparents were asked to go to war. We're just being asked to sit on our couch. I ask you to go to a step further from sitting on your couch. Lay down and fully relax. That's what our world needs right now. We need you to fully relax. And in yoga nidra, yogic sleep, we do not actually sleep. We are simply aware of our whole body healing and resting. With your mind's eye, see your body lying perfectly still on the floor, at peace, resting. smiling. Maybe that's what you really needed was rest. Maybe the whole of society coming to a point of lockdown is what's needed to give you the rest that you've needed. So many of us running on the hamster wheel of life for so long. And if we lay down and we rest, visualizing our entire body resting, restoring, maybe we'll come back stronger. Become aware of your breath. Feel the flow of your breath in and out of your lungs. Do not try to change the rhythm. Your breathing is natural and automatic. You don't have to do anything. There is no effort. Maintain awareness of your breath. Complete awareness of your breath. Now concentrate your awareness on the movement of your belly. Your navel is rising and falling slightly with every breath. With each and every breath, it expands and contracts. Observe this movement in synchronization with your breath. Now start counting your breaths backwards from 10 to 1. This is the beginner version, so 10 to 1. You're going to inhale to the count of 1. Exhale to the count of 1. Wherever your breath is, follow your natural rhythm and pace. See how high you can get. Start at 1. Go to 2. And keep that concentration. If you lose track, you have to start over at 1. Not a big deal. See how high you can get. If it's hard for you to keep focus on just counting the breaths, maybe visualize the number in your mind as well. Less is more, so if you can simply focus on your breath, that's better. But if you start to become distracted, pull in an image of the number. Keep going, you can do it. See how high you can get. Building your strength of your concentration. Great work. You can repeat this on your own for as long as you like, as often as you like. Even when you're walking around, you can count your breaths, strengthening your mind so that it won't be distracted by the media or anything else. Now stop your counting of the breath in the belly and shift your attention to the chest. You can picture your chest rising and falling. Very happy moment for all those people who don't know how to breathe diaphragmatically yet. Watch your chest rise and fall. And sometimes we count backwards. In fact, officially in Yoga Nidra, we'd start at like 18. And maybe we'd even start at the exhale instead of the inhale. Do what you like. I think it's probably easier to start at 1. And for Americans, it's probably easier to start on the inhale. Stay as centered as you can, focusing on your breath. See if you can count to 10. I'm going to do that with you. Letting the air completely out and observing as it starts to come back in. If you've lost track of the counting, just keep breathing. Like Dory, just keep breathing. I'm on 8 now. If you want to, we can play pick up the ball like in golf. You can all skip to 8. Nine. Let it all out. One more deep inhale. 10. Now what if we breathe into the belly and the chest? Deep breaths. Cleansing any coronavirus out of our lungs. Exhaling fully, inhaling fresh breath. Continue on at your own pace. We're almost done with our Yoga Nidra practice. The last part is image visualization. As we come to image visualization, a number of different things will be named, and you can develop a vision of them on all levels, feeling, awareness, emotion, imagination, as best you can. Visualize a burning candle. Burning candle with all your senses. A burning candle. An endless desert. Endless desert. Feel it, smell it, an endless desert. Torrential rain. Can you feel that? Can you smell it? Torrential rain. Torrential rain. Snow-capped mountains. Feel the crispness of the snow-capped mountains. Snow-capped mountains. Sunrise. Picture the sunrise. Feel it on your face. Be the sunrise. Be the sunrise. And now a sunset. Birds flying across the sunset. Be a bird flying across the sunset. Stars at night. Picture twinkling stars at night. I used to want to be a Reiki star, like an angel just sending Reiki and light down at the earth. Maybe I'll still do that one day. Picture you're either enjoying or being one of the stars twinkling at night. Wind from the sea. Wind from the sea. Wind from the sea. Waves breaking on a deserted beach. Waves breaking on a deserted beach. Whatever waves come, you are that beach, at peace, enjoying the waves. And now it is time to repeat your resolve, your intention from the beginning of our practice. That I am statement. I am confident. I am strong. I am at peace. Repeat your personal resolve 3 times with full awareness and feeling. Now relax all efforts. Draw your mind back outwards. Become aware of your breathing. Gently become aware of the whole body. An awareness of your breathing. Your body is completely relaxed, restoring itself. Your amazing, miraculous body is restoring itself. Every cell rejuvenating, cleansing, amazing powerhouses of healing and light. And you're breathing quietly, effortlessly. Your body supports you. Develop an awareness of your body from the top of your head to the tips of your toes. Inhale all the way down to your toes. Exhale, letting the breath come up and out your nose. Breathe down to your belly. Exhale, allowing it draw inward. Inhale, stretching out like rays of the sun energetically from your belly outwards. In all directions, waking up. Exhaling, your energy comes back to the center like a wave of the ocean returning to its source. Inhale, stretching out like rays of the sun, energetically until you feel like stretching out physically. And first, just enjoy the energetic stretch in and out with your breath. When you're ready, you'll naturally start to stretch. will naturally start to wiggle. Wait until then. Let your body fill up as long as it likes. You can rest and heal your body in this way anytime you want. I was simply reading to you the Yoga Nidra. I know everything's backwards on webcams, but Yoga Nidra. Google it if you want to. Find it on Amazon. When you're ready, you can start to give yourself a hug. If you're laying on the ground, or if you're sitting, give yourself a hug. You can hug your knees and do knee circles, or you can start by giving your shoulders a hug. Maybe stretching over your shoulder blades with your fingertips. Be gentle and kind and loving with yourself. You deserve it. Massaging your shoulders. Massaging your face, knowing everything's going to be okay. Everything is, always has, and will be okay, and exactly the way it should be. Stretch out in any way that feels good to you. I'm going to stretch forward. You do what's right for you. We didn't do cat-cow sitting or regular today, but we can do it sitting. Opening and closing. If you've been sitting, you probably need to massage, wake up, shake out your legs. I'm going to take one and squeeze it, stretching this out. I'm going to take the other one. Now, if you want to do a twist, a lot of people like to twist, make sure both sit bones are down. You want a nice long spine, both sit bones even, chin in tall to the crown of the head. I'm going to do a little twist. I don't know if I like it that way. I think I'll do my other twist sitting cross-legged. Maybe a butterfly stretch. Maybe a forward fold, stretching out the legs. And then bringing the hands behind you, opening up the heart again. Maybe even an inclined plane. There's this chair in my way. I'm going to scoot up a little bit. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Every inhale is an opening. Every exhale is a closing. If you want to do a twist, I'm going to do mine like this. You can be in a chair or standing. I like to twist over to my left first. Nice and tall through the spine on the inhale. Exhale, allowing the twist, belly in, simply allowing. Never forcing a twist. Inhale up and out. Exhale, nice long spine. Allowing the twist. We tend to get stuck twisting this way because we're right-handed, so that's why I end up lengthening, nice long spine, and exhale, twisting to my right. So hopefully you feel very good now. If not, I'm sure you'll continue to do whatever you need to do. You can do your hair massage, massaging, tapping, waking yourself back up, tapping the thymus gland for your immune support, thyroid for your metabolism. You can tap with a fist. A lot of people like that. Or with an open hand. Oh, those feet. We should definitely massage those feet. Notice if you tap just one side of your body, how you feel afterwards on that one side. It might seem silly, but it really does a lot for us. You'll know if you do one side only. You want to get the armpit, the lymph there. If you've heard about lymph and how it relates to breast cancer, you've got lymph nodes. You want to clean those out. Real gentle surface massage, tapping helps you with that. And I think before we get up, we should definitely massage our feet. Feet do so much for us. My friend Liz taught me something her friend Kathy taught her, which is cleaning the gutters. Clean the gutters of your feet, like Thai body work, meridians, all that cleansing kind of stuff. You can simply massage. Massage out the feet. That feels good. Wherever you are right now, I hope you feel good. I pray you keep feeling good. Remember to take care of yourself. Right now is a huge time of opportunity. Could be an opportunity to take really good care of yourself. And then when we all return from the social isolation and distancing, we all return to our lives. Maybe we'll be more centered, we'll be more healthy. We will have learned how to take really good care of ourselves by taking this break, this pause, much needed pause, I think. So while I'm not glad for the suffering that's causing the pause, I'm grateful for the pause. We can start working into our schedule, time to heal ourselves. And then keep that centeredness, keep that internal awareness, that strength of mind we're developing in our counting our breaths practice. All the benefits from breathing deeply and diaphragmatically. Keep that as you go into your day. And as you one day return back out into a world that's healed from the corona and all the weirdness that came with it, we'll take this centered, healing self into the new world. Namaste.